Passive income or cash flow? Which one do you really need first? It's the question everyone asks the moment they get serious about money. Social media screams, build multiple streams of income. Influencers brag about rental houses, dividend stocks, and digital products that supposedly make money while they sleep. It all sounds like a dream. Who wouldn't want to relax while their bank account fills up on autopilot? But here's the harsh truth. If your cash flow is broken, no amount of passive income will save you. Cash flow isn't glamorous. It doesn't look cool on Instagram. But it's the quiet system that holds everything together. Without it, your so-called passive income is nothing more than an illusion. You might earn money while you sleep. But if you're still living paycheck to paycheck, overspending, or managing your income like a hobby instead of a system, then guess what? You'll still be broke. Even with 5 income streams, the foundation always comes first. And that foundation is strong, consistent, positive cash flow. What cash flow really means? Cash flow is the movement of money in and out of your life. It's not just your salary. It's your rent, your groceries, your subscriptions, your little treat-yourself moments. It's the part no one talks about because it's not exciting. But here's the secret about wealth. The boring stuff builds empires. Passive income, on the other hand, is the dream. Money that works while you rest. A rental property paying you monthly. A YouTube channel earning ad revenue. Stocks dripping dividends into your account. Sounds easy, right? But most people aren't ready for it. They hear passive and think it means effortless. So, they rush into things without knowing how to manage. Even a single dollar properly. They start a drop shipping business without understanding profit margins. They invest in dividend stocks without tracking their own spending. They create a digital product, and when it doesn't sell, they panic. Why? Because they skipped step 1. They never mastered their cash flow. The power of control. Imagine 2 people earning $4,000 a month. Person A has no idea where their money goes. Every month is chaos. Bills pile up, and they start over again and again. Person B tracks everything. They live on $2,500, save $500, and invest $1,000 every single month. Now imagine both earn an extra $500 in passive income. Person A, still broke. That money vanishes into the same confusion as before. Person B, they invested immediately, growing their wealth faster. The difference isn't the passive income, it's the system behind it. It's discipline. It's structure. Too many people want shortcuts. They want passive income to fix their problems instead of changing how they handle money. They want freedom, but they don't want responsibility. But if you can't manage the income you already have, how will you handle more? This is why lottery winners go broke. It's why influencers with 6-figure incomes still drown in debt. They have money but no control. Without control, money slips away like water through cracked fingers. The illusion of easy money. Let's be clear. Passive income isn't truly passive, at least not in the beginning. That rental property you dream about, it needs a down payment, repairs, and tenants who pay on time. That stock portfolio, it needs capital, research, and patience. That ebook or YouTube channel, it needs long nights, endless effort, and the courage to fail before it succeeds. These things only become passive after you've done the heavy lifting. Trying to build them while your cash flow is a mess is like building a skyscraper on sand. It won't last. Cash flow isn't restriction. It's direction. People hear cash flow and think budgeting. And when they hear budgeting, they think suffering. But it's not about deprivation, and it's about direction. Cash flow gives your money a job. It lets you say, this goes to rent. This goes to food. This goes to savings. And this builds my future. Over time, that direction turns into progress. Progress turns into investment. Investment turns into freedom. That's when passive income starts to make sense. When it becomes a tool, not a lifeline. The moment everything changes, ask anyone financially stable what changed their life. They won't say, I got a passive income stream. They'll say, I got serious about my money. They stopped letting money control them and started controlling it. They tracked their spending. They built an emergency fund. They lived below their means. They paid themselves first. Only after that came passive income. Two different paths. Picture this: one person works a 9 to 5, earning $3,500 a month. They start freelancing on weekends and add an extra $800. It sounds amazing until their lifestyle expands. More takeout, nicer clothes, a newer phone. That $800 disappears like it never existed. Now picture someone else. They earn the same, but live on $2,000 and invest the rest into a low-cost index fund. No side hustle, no fancy gadgets, just discipline. In a few years, that person will have a strong portfolio, one that generates dividends every month. Who do you think will be wealthier? Exactly, the one with control, broken flow, broken dreams. A friend once told me he was building passive income through affiliate links. He made $60 in his first month and immediately upgraded his phone. That $60 could have paid off debt. It could have been reinvested into ads to grow his project, but instead, it disappeared. That's what broken cash flow looks like. It's not always dramatic. It's the small leaks that sink big dreams. It's not about how many income streams you have. It's about how you handle them. One well-managed stream can change your life more than 5 chaotic ones ever could. The hidden truth. Behind the dream, the internet loves to sell you the fantasy. Do nothing and get rich. But the truth is, even passive income requires active discipline. You'll need to understand taxes. You'll need to track expenses. You'll need to think long-term, and none of that matters if your cash flow is a mess. You're not ready for compounding income if you can't even manage the income you have today. That's the big mistake. People treat passive income like a lifestyle, but it's not. It's a result of systems, structure, and self-control. The real lifestyle that builds wealth, the real wealth-building life, it's not loud, it's not flashy, it's quiet, it's steady. It's the person who lives below their means, automates their savings, doesn't touch their emergency fund, stops trying to impress people who don't pay their bills. That's the real flex. That's what builds wealth. Without that, you're just chasing money you'll never keep. Why the rich still go broke? Even people who make it fall apart if they ignore cash flow. Celebrities, athletes, viral influencers, they made millions but lost it all. Why? Because they never learned how to live sustainably. They built mansions on shaky foundations. Don't be like them. Don't chase shiny income streams before you've built the discipline to manage one. The real answer. So what comes first? Passive income or cash flow? The answer is clear. Cash flow. Every single time. It's not glamorous, but it's powerful. It gives you control. It gives you peace. It gives you options. When your cash flow is strong, when your system is steady, you can finally breathe. Then, and only then, can you explore passive income. Not to save you, but to scale you. The power of flow. I've seen people completely transform their finances just by tracking their spending and cutting a few unnecessary expenses. No new job, no extra stream, just structure. And once they had that structure, something amazing happened. They finally had money left over to invest. That's the magic of cash flow. It's not flashy. It's not quick, but it's strong. And it's what makes everything else possible. So don't feel behind. If you're tracking your spending, saving every month, paying down debt, and keeping a surplus, you're already ahead of 90% of people. That's the real success. That's the foundation for everything else. Because once you've built that, passive income becomes powerful. Not because you need it to survive, but because it helps you thrive. Remember this, passive income is a privilege. Cash flow is a priority. Get the priority right, and everything else will follow.